guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so you probably know what keywords are. This is how your website visitors get to your site, by just typing in the keywords. So there are two types of keywords, simple and long tail. Simple is something like if I go to Google and I say coach or business coach. There's a dog there. So a business coach, that would be a simple keyword. But if I say personal branding coach for women, that's a long tail keyword. And if I do that, I'm more specific and I'm more likely to get what I am looking for. So nowadays, a lot of people actually type whole sentences. I do when I want to find something very specific. I would just type in the whole sentence. Anyway. Well, it doesn't advance. Why? Okay, here it is. So how do we use keywords once we figure out what they are? So they're used in page links at the top of the page, in the headings of the page, in code like SEO, title tags and descriptions. And it is recommended that they're used in the first 200 words of a page and also throughout the content of a page or article. Also in image tags and links, anchor links, and also FAQs and so many other places as well. So where do you see keywords in searches? I just finished this website, and one of the main keywords was cabinet painting. So I did a search, and you see here the bold here, that counts for the title tag, and it says kitchen cabinet painting, and it's also on my page. So this is how it's used in the simplest form. They're also used by Google in local searches, and it looks in the web content and it finds keywords there. So I search based on virtual paint parties here, and look, it found virtual paint party, which is a related keyword in a website. And so it looks in the content, in the titles, in the descriptions, and also, and these are called justifications. So Google will go to reviews, as I said, in many different places and find out keywords that you put in your content. Okay, so here we go. There are hundreds of keyword research tools, and some of them are free, or some features are free, but there's one part that I use a lot, which is manual search. And I'm going to go through all these, but I'm going to emphasize the last one because we don't have enough time. Anyway, so let's go to manual search. So when I get a new client, I would say, okay, how do you think clients search for you? And they will say, well, I do cabinet painting. So I would type that in Google. And actually I use, for this example, I use virtual paint parties. Let's keep it simple. So I look through that and I copy all the keywords that I see in the titles and descriptions in that page. And I would also copy the Google business categories. And here I'm going to send you this PowerPoint so you can go to this list and you can find all the categories that are related to your business. Okay. So go to the next page. So this is what I do. So if you look at the top, I don't know if you can see, it says virtual paint parties. I search for this. Then I'm looking at the titles first, because those are the obvious ones. So, and I start a spreadsheet, and I put I have two columns. One is the keyword, and one is the search volume. Okay. So in this case, for the manual search, you don't see a search volume here, but so you start filling out your spreadsheet. I would add paint party with basic kit. I would add virtual team building activities. I would say private paint parties, and all these keywords from here, I would add it in the spreadsheet. So now this is actually one of my clients who is ranking for two different pages. One is virtual paint parties and one is the homepage. So I think this is done right here. Anyway, not to boast. So this is the first thing I do. I copy all those in the spreadsheet. And then I go to the local search, the one with the reviews, and I copy the categories there. In this case, I see two: painting studio and art school. And there are more keywords here: home of paint night, the original paint and sip party, blah, blah, blah. So you add all these to the spreadsheet. So this is the manual search. And I do this because a lot of other tools, they do search nationally, right? But for my local clients, in this case, actually Canvas and Cups, she's a national website. But if you're local, you want to find the keywords that your competitors use, because this is what you need to compete against, not the entire US. So if you're local electrician, then you want to find the keywords of your competitors locally, okay? The next one is Google Search Console. So if you have a website, you should have it listed with Google Search Console. This is where you submit a sitemap, so Google knows what's in your website, what pages to index, right? Although Google can just crawl and they just index everything they find, So, but here in this tool, so basically you go to this link here, then you type in your website, and if it's listed with the Search Console, it will go into the back end. It looks just like this. And there are two, you go to the search results, and it shows how people search for your website. In this case, this is mine. And it looks like the top keyword is Google my business name change. I wrote a blog on this, and actually people found it. I had no idea. But anyway, so this is a list of keywords, and you can export them. And then the other one is the pages, which shows what pages do well and what pages people visit on your website. So if you see one that, well, it's not visited a lot, but you would like to, then you would use those keywords in your content. Okay, this is a free keyword generator. This works mostly for trades. So in my example here, I used a solar company, right? So you go to this link here, and then you choose the business type, and then you select you select the area, and then you'll get this keyword list on the right here. What's good about this, you can download this to a spreadsheet. Some tools won't allow that, like this one here. So this is another one, and it's called, well, it's called Free Keyword Tool, but it's basically a tool that takes the Google autocomplete. When you start type in Google, and it would start completing the what you want to type, like it helps you along. This tool goes there. The problem with this tool is that you cannot download. So once you do a search, and I typed in here business coach for women, and I did a search, and on the right you see what that shows, but you have to copy it in the spreadsheet one by one, copy and paste, copy and paste. So it's kind of pain, but you know, it's better than paying for it, right? Okay, so let's go to the next one. Well, this is a good one because it lets you download the keywords. So in this case, it's on the WordStream site, and you type the keyword. In this case, I type graphic designer Boston, and I click find keywords, and on the right, it gives you all those. Some of these tools only give you maybe 20 of them, you know, the top ones. The thing is, before you download, always sort by descending search volume, like here, because you want to download the top ones, not just any keywords, right? So if you see here, I sorted this. So the top keyword for this particular case is graphic design firm Boston. So that's 210, I think it's monthly searches. These numbers are relative, but there's a ratio that you have to look at. Okay, answer the public. I use this sometimes, but it's mostly for content, not for keywords, like for topics for blogs and stuff like that. And this is the one that I have a paid version of, but last night I actually installed the free version so I can show you guys what it does, okay? So throughout the setup, they keep on saying, click to start the free trial, or, you know, you want more keywords, click here. So it's kind of, you know, they try to sell it to you, but you can use it without doing that. So you go to this link here and you fill in your name, email, password, you know, the usual. And then for the project, you put your website URL and a name. And then for location, it lets you put 2 locations. So if you, let's say you are in Medway, and then you also want to do Boston, let's say. So those 2. If you have the paid version, that you can put a lot more, okay? So once you do that, then it asks you to put keywords to track in here. So at the time I was working on the site, so it looks for it finds keywords for you, but see, Softhand is the name of the company. I would not add that keyword because, you know, Softhand is not really about facials, and this is for a company that does facials and stuff like that. So you can put 25 keywords in here, and in the next screen you'll put 2 competitors. So this software will send you a report every week on these keywords that you put in here, and you can put 25, which is pretty good, I think, for free. And then when it asks you, do you want my team to grow your traffic? You say no to that because they want you to sign up. Anyway, so for competitors, again, I go to Google and I just type in the main keyword and see what competitors show up. You know, you only can put 2 in this software. So for the spa, my client, Softhand Spa, I put this Body Essentials Milford, and I put MacMedspa.com. So this is her. She came up 3rd for facials because her main thing is the eyebrow threading, and she comes 1st for that. But anyway, so those are the 2 that I'll put in this tool for monitoring. But the things I wanted to show you in this tool is actually how to do the keyword research. Okay. So there are a few glitches in this tool. No tool is perfect. Not even the one that I paid for is not perfect. So you click on the traffic review, overview here, and at the top, you enter your website, and then you click search. So this tool gives you the keywords that you rank for. And that means you show up in the first 10, 20 or 30, it depends on the tool. I think this one is 20. If you don't show up in the first 20, it won't, you say you don't rank for this, for those keywords. And then it shows how many searches you get every month. I think it's in hundreds or thousands, or maybe just, if you click on this little question mark, it'll tell you what it is. Now, domain authority is how credible you are on the internet. How many is proportional to the number of links you go to, you have coming to your website. The chamber, for example, has a domain authority about 40 some, which is very good. So if you have a link from the Chamber of Commerce, it's very good for SEO, okay? And the backlinks, it looks like this is very high for my client, and I think some people are spamming here. That means, so anybody can link to your site from China, from wherever if they want to, they can do that. So for that, there's another thing that SEO people do. They disavow them. So you say, okay, these are spammers, just take them out of here. But so far it hasn't hurt her, so I haven't done anything. All right. So we look at keywords, and then we also look at the pages that rank high for her. So so after you click on the keywords, the previous screen, you click on the keyword, this is what you see. It shows, sorry. It shows the keywords and the volume. It only shows 20 for unpaid version. So I forgot to sort this, but you sort it by volume, and then so ThreadSpa would come up first for her, which makes sense, right? All right. So this is how you get for your own website what kind of keywords you rank for. The next one is, I think I missed the pages. I have the, no, here's the page. Okay, so the next, if you scroll down the page, this is the, shows the, no, this is still the keyword, sorry. I messed it up. So if you go down the page, it shows you the pages that rank high. So for her, I think it's the home page that is the highest ranking. Sorry about that. And this one shows the links. So I want to show you here, there's an article about her when she started her business. I didn't know about that. But then the second one is from the milkchamber.org. See that? And then the third one is from my website because she's in my portfolio and so on. So you can export all these. So this comes in handy when yeah, I'm having a problem with my double screen here. Oops. So this comes in handy when you do the same thing. Let me go back one or two. Here. When you do the same thing for your top competitors, right? So you will find out what keywords they use and what keywords they rank high for. Okay, so you do the same thing here. You go to traffic overview and you enter your competitors' website and click search, and then you'll see their keywords, their pages, their links. So let's say if they write some blogs and you'll see the pages, you'll see that those blog topics are good for you to maybe write some blogs on, you know? So this is how you look at the pages. The pages are either the website pages that you have or blog pages. To Google is the same, they're just pages. So you look at the keywords of your competitors, you look at the pages and blogs and domain authority too, and the links. So in the links, you will see who links to them. If the Chamber of Commerce or the Better Business Bureau or somebody else links to them and gives them a better domain authority than you, then you might want to do the same. So your domain authority goes higher. So I believe that's all I have.
Can I ask a question, Olympia?
Yes, you can ask questions.
All right. So for the people who are just not web designers and everything like that. So if I've done my homework and I've gotten my spreadsheet and I have all my keywords, what do I do with them? Where do I add them on the website?
That is the next workshop.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But I can tell you.
Wait, there's more.
So I mentioned it in the beginning a little bit. So first of all, you have to have in your website builder, you have to have a place where you put your titles and descriptions. And usually, well, the SEO people try to guess what length Google wants there. And you know, in the last week, I made longer titles and it displays them first. Like you can't guess what Google does. Google does what Google wants to do. But anyway, so there's a place where you put the title, the description, and also in the headings, like there should be one heading, like the main topic of the page, and then you have subheadings, heading 2, and you organize your content. And throughout the body of the page, you put these keywords in and related keywords as well, because Google knows how to interpret related keywords, even if they're not exactly the same as the main keyword of the page. It knows how to interpret that. It uses AI to do that, artificial intelligence. So anyway, I just want to say that Siobhan, when she writes very good content, she just gets it right from the beginning. So I looked at her pages and yeah, she does a great job. So the main keywords are important, but also like what you're trying to say to your clients and the related keywords, you know, to the topic that you want to inform people about. Right. What else? And then, you know, the images, the alt tags, you put the keywords in there. The alt tags are used for disabled people who can't see, but they can read what the picture is about. So you have to put that in there. Also in the links on pages, let's say you say, to learn more, click here. That's not good. If you said, learn more about website design, and that the website design is the link, that is good, because the search engine can see that that keyword has a link on it and goes to another page. But if you just say learn more, doesn't say much. What else? And then there's other things too that are more involved for SEO. So we're not going to cover that now. But next workshop, I'm going to have another software where you can enter the URL of your website and it will crawl all your website and it will show all the pages and the problems you're having as far as SEO. Like, do you have a title? Is it too long? Do you have the right keywords? Is it out? Do you have alt tags? Is the website slow? Is it, you know, all that. So that's what we're going to cover next time.
Okay. So we have homework then. So we'll go on. We have till
Well,
next.
if you do this, it's like something is manual, but you get most of the keywords without having the expensive, like some of the SEO tools are really thousands of dollars a month, you know, for them. So, but I think you can do well, you know, this if you're willing to put in the work, you know.
And I'm sure there's people out there too that paid a lot of money to others to create their website for them. And they'd like to maybe do a little background check on it and see if it's really working the way they're hoping it's working. Because a lot of people are like me, they don't know anything about SEO and websites and that kind of stuff, you know.
So I can do that for all of you if you want, you know, just run this program and it'll show you what kind of problems you have with the SEO and stuff like that.
Yeah, awesome.
But the software I use, actually they have a trial version, but then they have, I think it's $25 a month. But it's if you plan to do SEO by yourself, it's well worth it. It's
Right.
well worth it. Mhm.
All right, so maybe when we have people sign up for next month, I can give you their websites and we can maybe send them a PDF or a download so they can look it
Sure.
over before the class, and then it'll start making sense when you're talking about all those different areas, like
That sounds
headings and
good.
alt text. At least they'll see what's on their paper.
I was
regards to
going
their
to have,
website.
sorry, I was going to have people take their computers and actually do this, but I could have not gone through the whole thing in half an hour if people did that.
Yeah.
But I have all the links here. I can send the PowerPoint and also the recording. So you
Okay.
guys can do it yourselves.
All right, so I will pass that on, Olympia, to the folks who couldn't make it this morning, and thank you so
Okay.
much. And I appreciate all the work you do for the Chamber's website. Thank you. We'd be lost
You're
without you.
welcome. Thank you.
So,
Talk to you
Thank
soon.
you,
Bye.
everybody. It was wonderful to see you all,
Thank you.
and hopefully we'll see you at next month's workshop.